Hello class, this is your teacher, Mrs. Sean Felder. The following presentation is a 6th grade math lesson where students are asked to compare rational numbers using the number line. The objective of this lesson is for learners to plot, compare, and order rational numbers. This lesson integrates the prerequisite of understanding the position of integers on the number line and converting between fractions and decimals. Incoming 6th grade math students should be familiar with the conversion process between fractions and decimals, but they may not recognize the rational place shared with the integers on the number line. This lesson is part of the 6th grade Common Core State Standards domain of the number system. Today we will look at activities that include visuals to represent rational numbers on the number line in order to assist different learners. Additional videos are suggested in order to provide learners with supplementary visuals and practice. Here's a visual of rational numbers and where they fall in the number system. Rational numbers can be integers and can be written as a fraction with a denominator that cannot be equal to 0. Here's an example of rational numbers on the number line. Above the number line, you have the integers, which are the numbers on the number line. On the bottom of the number line, you have the rational numbers that are written as fractional parts. An example, the integer number 2 can be written as a fraction as 4 over 2, which it also means 4 divided by 2. Okay, let's try this. The elevations of objects found at a dig site are recorded in the table. Which object was found at a lower elevation? Is it the fossil of the shell or the fossil of the fish? Let's take a look at the fossils. First, we have the shell, which is at an elevation of -3.5 below the ground level, followed by the fern, which is above the ground, 1/4 of a foot. Then we have the fish, which is at -3.25 feet below the ground. Since the problem is asking us to compare the shell and the fish, the fern's elevation is irrelevant. So now let's take a look. If we plot both the fish and the shell elevations, we can actually compare them. Notice that as you move down on a vertical number line, the numbers become less. Therefore, -3.5 is less than -3.25 on the number line. The shell fossil elevation is actually deeper than the fish fossil elevation. Let's look at a higher order thinking example. The roots of 6 different corn plants grew to different elevations. How many corn plants had roots between 3 and 4 feet deep? Now let's keep in mind these 3 different things. An elevation can be represented by positive and negative numbers. All rational numbers in the problem are negative since the roots grow below the ground. A number line will also help in determining which numbers fall between the integers of -3 and -4. Keep in mind that as you move down the number line, the digits appear to be getting larger, but the numbers are actually becoming smaller. As you can see, The rational numbers pointed by the red arrows are not numbers that are between -3 and -4. The green arrows are pointing to the rational numbers that are actually between a -3 and -4. The following videos are suggested for additional support and practice. The first Khan Academy video is about comparing rational numbers. What are ways to compare rational numbers? The second video is on plotting decimals and fractions on the number line.